Steve's Desert Expedition. Let's talk about it. So for those who are returning to the channel may already know this, but for those that are new, last year the first proper set I built on the channel was Steve's Desert Expedition. In the video I built the set while talking briefly about my history of being a Minecraft player. At the end of the video I also gave the briefest of thoughts on the set, so I figured I'd expand on that. At least expand on it as much as I can, as coherent thoughts are often few and far between nowadays. So one of the main things I mentioned was that the set gives off a cozy vibe, and I still stand by that. Just based on the size of the set, it's easy to see why I would think this. In fact, if the tent was placed on a larger sand-coloured base plate, I would probably say that it was feeling more isolated. I suppose that's one of the nice things about the smaller sets like this. I do like the build of the Phantom, despite never coming across them naturally in game, since I'm more of a peaceful player. Save your judgments. It definitely nails the design of the mob. I also like the little camel too, although it wasn't until the release of the pirate set last year that I realised this is actually meant to be a baby camel. So if given the chance, what would I change? One of the biggest things that I would change would be potentially switching out one of the side builds for another minifigure. Maybe taking a leaf out of the little swamp biome set and have the other minifigure be a mob. Something like a husk, so the desert theme is still persistent. Talking of minifigures, while I understand that he is one of the original characters that you can play as, why is the minifigure in question Steve? Granted, it's a variant of Steve, but I feel like this set could also work if it was a different character. Like, why not have the minifig be someone like an archaeologist, since there are desert tombs in the biome? Is it a nitpick that doesn't necessarily make much of a difference? Yes. Yes it is. So despite my little nitpicks, it's quite a decent set for the price it was, and would recommend it to people who are fans of Minecraft but don't want to spend loads on massive sets. If you're not going to get the set for the minifigure or the tent, get it for the little baby camel. It makes a nice little desk pet. And that was a little revisit of Steve's Desert Expedition. Next month I plan on talking about a couple of the advent calendars from last year. Say talk, more of a rant. If you want to see what else I make, then pop on over to the channel, and if you like what you see, then click subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Fare thee well.